Welcome everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 4, Episode 4 of War of the Ring. We are playing with all expansions. We've got the original box set, Lords of Middle-earth and Warriors of Middle-earth on the board. And we are playing the Council of Rivendell scenario in which the Fellowship starts out missing some characters. So actually Gimli started out in Erebor, Legolas started out in the Woodland Realms, and Boromir started off at Minas Tirith. We're on round 4, so we're going to jump into the action. We actually have placeholders here for both Galadriel, you can see here, and Elrond. You can see Elrond here. So if you guys want to go check out the painting video of these, you can have them. The Fellowship has gotten up to track position 2 on the track. Aragorn is the leader of the Fellowship. He's able to hide one die from the hunt, so that's been useful. So let's jump right into round 3. Before we do, quick shout out to our sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. We've got our podcast series from Pontos Fathom Podcast. Volume 3 will be available later this year. Volume 1 is out right now if you go check out our bookstore link. Also, we've got the Genealogy of Cthulhu and the Hermeticism of Hastur. As you guys know, our channel is not monetized, so check out our bookstore to help us out. You can also help us by visiting our Patreon. Join us on Patreon. And for as little as $1, you can check out some of the digital content we've got over there. So appreciate that. Your likes and subscriptions, comments below, always welcomed and read. I'm going to start doing read the comments and sort of read our interactions from the Patreon. So really thank you guys for your Patreon support. Thank you guys for your subscriptions. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's collect our dice, jump into round 4. I did not roll the character dice for Gandalf the White. So Gandalf is now in play. So we get to add the Gandalf die, which is this die. So this is now in play as that, and we've also added the Gothmog die. So those are going to help. Let's give the shadow player 1 die there, and we can go ahead and roll these. So we can add this additional die here to the hunt box. And we'll separate our dice by shadow and free folk. Right off the bat, I just want to say that the Ents of Fangorn are actually activated. So these Ents are officially on the board with Gandalf. So we've got these Ents on the board. So they've entered play in Fangorn Forest, and now they can join in the action. Oh, no, we cannot, because Saruman is not in play. Let's try to remedy that at ASAP. So let's go ahead first, and we're going to use this Will of the West to move our Fellowship. And as a result, we don't have to put the die in the hunt box, so we'll just move the dice to the side. That's because Aragorn gives us the ability as Strider, as the guide, to skip the first die of the Fellowship moving from going into the hunt box. So from there we can go to the shadow player's turn. Let's try to get Saruman in play. So let's find Saruman. If Isengard is at war and Orthanc is unconquered, let's use 1 muster action to bring him into play. And here is Saruman, our mini. Saruman. He will join Orthanc. Put his card out on the board here, and we'll take one of these musters. Let's just take this plain muster. Okay, so now we can activate the Ents. The Ents are activated. So we'll just take this card over to our to the activation space here. Or maybe what we'll do is we'll just leave these here as activated, and I'll keep these off board. So the ones that get activated we'll put there, and we'll leave these down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and give the characters free folk the ability to play. Did I not pick event cards again? I did not pick event cards again. So we've got Give It To Us, The Shadow of Dol Guldur, Evil Things, and we've got, sorry guys, a little out of order here. Lifted Up and Taken Away, Eomer, Son of Eomund, Take Someone You Can Trust. Okay, so let's go ahead and play one of our event cards. I actually have to discard one. Let's see. Or do I? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm going to have to discard one. So I will go alone. We'll just take that one out for now, I guess. Just take that out. We'll go ahead and play an event, which I believe will be a cool one. I think we can take Faramir's Revenge. A shadow army inside of Osliagarth? No. South or North Ilithian. Choose a shadow army in South Ilithian or North Ilithian. Well, we have this shadow army in South Ilithian, right? And it says, roll 3 dice and score 1 hit against this army for each roll over 5. So that's going to be one of our dice here. Let's roll 3 dice. Nothing. Then if there's a free people in Osliagarth, recruit 1 Gondor regular or elite unit. Let's take a Gondor regular unit. Why don't we take an elite unit instead? We've got an elite unit now in Osliagarth. And that was a great card to play. Let's flip it over to the shadow player. And they can go with a army action. Let's have them move to North Ilithian from here. All right, so they'll move here. And they can take this move army. Okay, let's go back to our free folk. They can play an event card. Let's have them look at the event cards and okay, so we can move all eagles, then eliminate 1. Oh, so can we activate the eagles? Let's see. Let's see if we can activate the eagles. No, the last known position is still Rivendell, so we cannot play that yet. So let's not use this. The March of the Ents. Take an Ent figure from Entwood to march the Ents or eliminate an Ent figure to attack a shadow army. So yeah, we can move these guys like this if we remove 1 Ent. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll remove an Ent, but we'll get to march those guys forward. Place the Ent here. So fine, we'll play the March of the Ent. That's going to take this die. Now we go back to the shadow player's turn. Shadow player will do a, let's have them use a muster to move forward the Southernlings to war. I think in following suit, we will take a muster action for the free folk and we will move Gondor, make them at war. We'll go ahead and use a muster army. Actually, we'll use the armory function of this one. Let's move the Far Harad to Near Harad army. Back to muster for the free folk. Let's move the elves to be at war. With that muster, Let's play a card from the Shadow Forces. If Sauron is at war, choose a free people army, roll 3 dice and score a hit. So this is Madness and Horror. They'll play Madness and Horror. They're going to roll their 3 dice. Oh, they get 2 hits against the Osligarth. So that is that. We'll move those out. And dice move back, and that's gone. And then finally another card for our event cards. Let's see what we can play. Where's the North Nation? There's no army there. The Red Army. Play if Gondor is active. Advance the Rohan nation 1 step on the political track. Rohan can advance 1 on the political track. Let's do that, the red arrow. Then recruit 1 Rohan unit in Edoras. So we can add 1 Rohan unit to Edoras. Cool. Okay, so we've got Rohan is coming up. That's the last of our free folk. And then we've got this Shadow Muster card. What does that give us? It's got a muster with a star on it. Or an army with a star. Let's see, that's probably from Lords of Middle-earth. What does that mean with the star? Army remove. Gothmog. Gandalf as white is recovering action dice. Eliminate the previous turn. Keep previous dice has the star remove symbol. Okay. Can just use this as an army. So let's do the army move. We can move an army. Let's move Morannon to Gorgoroth. And that will do the last of it for that. So that's going to wrap it up for round number 4. We'll see you guys in round number 5. This is cool stuff. Looking forward to the next round. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.